Hey, what's up? This is G Snap, and you're listening to CaveBeing Radio. What's up?
Hello, good people. You are tuned in on CaveBeing Radio. Stay tuned. Much love.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Tabang Huma, founder of Studio November, and you tuned into CaveBeing Radio.
Yo, it's your boy Imfole Para, aka Stlatsa. Wa itse dintsha re mo CaveBeing Radio. Ditswile.
Yo, it's your boy B.O.G. on CaveBeing Podcast. And you know what time it is, baby.
Yo. It's the one and only FIXI Nader on CaveBeing Radio with the coolest host ever, Mr. Timmy, out to rocking it on your speaker box.
Yo, this is Tumuloro Mofilo Sokoro, aka Melon. Please don't forget the heart. Welcome to another episode of CaveBeing Radio. Stay tuned for other episodes. Go!
Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon, good people, and welcome to yet another episode of CaveBeing Radio, episode 17. Yeah, man. And we're out here with Grootman. Should I call you Grootman OG?
Yeah, we even beat the hell, but yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, with the OG MABIZOL. Kind of what's your AKAs, bro? Butna Nizi.
Buti Bay Pimp MABT MABs if I heard your baby ask you.
Sis. Yeah, I know. At least I know the sis. But anyway, welcome to CaveBeing Radio, dog. I know.
Thank you, man.
It's been like overdue, dog.
Long
overdue,
but it's happening.
Yeah, we're here, dog. I think we spoke about this. I remember, I think on 99. Outside 99.
Yeah. I remember, yeah.
I'm sure late 2023, dog.
Sure.
So, but anyway, yeah, at least we're here now. And today, yeah, man. Today, but shout outs, I think you pushed it very. Let's like get it over and done with.
True, my brother. Because of like the other thing is that sometimes when greatness has to be rushed.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's not supposed to be rushed, but it does have to be rushed sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it needs like a push.
True.
But otherwise, shout outs, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is CaveBeing Radio and we really like pride ourselves in maybe like having conversation and sit downs.
Granted, yeah.
Like creative people.
Mm-hmm.
People that really push Spanisabone in a unique way.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people always say, stay true to yourself in whatever you do. So we take pride in having sit-downs and delving into those people's lives and checking how, like, more or less the process,
True.
Like, that you take in terms of doing your work.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I like to ask, like, my guests or our guests, like, this question. How are you feeling, dog? And if you treat, like, your mental health and at a scale of 10, okay, rate that, like...
I'd say I'm feeling good, man. I'm in a good space right now because of I had to find myself outside of the music besides in the music career.
Yeah, that's important though.
Because of I'm a dad first and foremost, and I'm also a lover. I want to my beautiful wife to be.
Yeah.
So I had to find myself mentally to actually.
Outside the music.
Yeah, outside of the music. So that they could understand how we know what daddy's doing music or my baby's doing music.
Yeah. So if you rate like your mental health on a scale of 10?
I'd say 10, man. 10. I'm at a good space.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna I'm
not only a good, very good space.
I'm at a very, very good space.
Yeah.
And
dog, that's dope, bro.
It took time. I had to take time away from music to actually find myself also. So that's why I'm saying I'm at a good space, because a lot of people don't take time away from
music,
that chaos
or whatever that they do.
That chaos, just that chaos of like being in something. Because of sometimes you just flush out the world and just focus on this type of thing. Yeah.
Nah, true. I think let's start it off in that light. How does it feel like? How can I put it, dog? How does it feel like being in that chaos? Because sometimes, Lina, I can attest to this one. Sometimes you are in that chaos, you are like really deep in like into your work, wabon.
Yeah.
You don't even realize maybe I'm drowning or some shit like that. So how did you realize, you know what, I need to step out of this and just live my life like an ordinary life, out of studio or out of the performances or out of just trying to orchestrate this career?
It started first and foremost when I realized I'm just a Kasi celebrity, and then that thing got to my head. It got to my head where I thought, okay, Sharp, just because of I'm getting a phone call from Zbanbani or Zbanbani, I think now I'm like bigger than who I actually am. Because I've seen also, just apart from me, I've seen also other people where the ego is so boosted to a point where they forget they're supposed to be normal human beings outside of the music.
Flip.
So be you, man. Be you in the music and outside. Don't let the music fuel you to become something that you're not. So I had to take a step back and be like, nah, man.
This is not me.
This is not me.
Yes, this is me, but it's not the real me.
That's just my alter ego, being the music, rapping and everything. Because I've become a different human being whenever I'm on stage. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, nah, facts.
So besides that, I don't have to portray that type of person in my real life. I have to now still come back to me and be me.
That's dope, bro. You remind me of the conversation that we had with BOG. We were like, I met these bros. Then they were like, BOG khalasa release, what. And we always see him, maybe go parents, I cheat him or Havene, and I let my jita ban or the koto. So we were like, dog, no experience about horse, not BOG. In a sense of, I don't think BOG walks around as BOG. So it's almost like a J. Cole thing. J. Cole stepped out of that stigma area, superstar J. Coling, and he was just being Jermaine the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
So but that's dope, dog. That's dope. I think self-awareness, like you are speaking more or less on self-awareness.
Yeah, self-awareness, man.
Yeah.
You really have to like tap into how can I say that? That's structurally how I need to balance between being an artist in studio and everything. When you come back home to your people, you have to be you.
Yeah. I think, but I think we'll get to it.
Okay.
Let's just start it like from foundation. Who's Mabi? And where's Mabi from? Obviously, I know Mavtown, but you'll find out maybe Mabi was born go Josie, for 4 years, like stuff like that. And so those cliche questions, bro. But obviously, it's for people that don't really know.
Mabi. Okay, let me start by saying this.
Yeah.
Mabi is an alter ego to Tabang. Tabang is the real me. Tabang Jabla Numzwa Kemabaso. I come from Muntiwa. Born and bred in Mafikeng. Motswako Lista. But I'm Zulu also on top of that. And a lot of people can't fathom that thing. Zulu, so he must be from KZN and everything. Sure, I have family in KZN, but I'm not from them, from here. And I believe Motswako is
that's where Motswako Lista comes from here.
A mixture of like Setswana, English, what I get it, you know Motswako.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
In a true sense.
In a true sense. It's not just that as Setswana. Because I had a conversation once with WHP. And I was like, hey, what man, am I classified as Motswako because of Kibwa getting Zulu and I sometimes rap into Zulu? It's like, when you're from Halftown, you're Motswako Lista.
No facts, dog. So, Budi Galawa is it?
Oh, Kile. First of all, Kisimutsa got Snoopy Cratch. I guess
it's not Snoopy, but I think I can't blow my back.
I get the Snoopy, MMS for like half a year ago, MMS, and then so Plucky Primary. From there,
what's in the Plucky Primary?
Plucky Primary, and then became Mafiking High. From Mafiking High, then
I school. I said hi, Brian. I keep work school.
Mukulu was saying this.
Mafiking is not a high school.
I don't my people in Model C.
Sure.
Well, other than that, from Mafiking, then I went to Joburg to study sound engineer.
Oh, dope.
From there, I went to.
Oh, that's on shaka di teme tse dingwe no yana ntse re set up. Like I was like, hey, man,
Nah, wait, if you know something, you know something.
Yeah.
Now you can't unknow that type of
yeah,
thing.
true.
What
What I'm saying is that you have like a lot of insight, like technical in terms of data sound and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, you studied sound, go
Yeah, go Joes, yeah.
Okay. Nah, dope, dog. Then, cause now the first time I met you, bro, Kiko Big.
Yes.
Kiko Big. The first time I met you, I remember Nikilele, Leo, I think G Snap, Stevie. Because Biggie had like a dope setup where we were like,
Yeah,
okay,
in his room, yeah.
There was the first.
Greg.
I think Greg was there.
Greg.
Yes.
Because I remember I called Greg, come here record something. That song that we recorded, like Dreams, Murder, Reality, remember?
Yeah, I think it was a joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the first time, I think Hara record. Because I remember we were in Biggie's room then. It was the first time I saw like Beats by Dre, like headphones.
Yeah.
And I think you were when I know cheated like go sitting room when room. So and I remember that time when also it's music, but obviously you had that musical thing. So I just wanna know since that time, because that time no like a joint. So since that time, what was like your headspace like before you actually made your first song? Now that's a personal question for Naila. Since that time, maybe you had like, maybe you used to maybe rap Koskela. People knew you as Damanon Simka rapper, but you didn't have like a solid joint in So what headspace were you in that time in terms of maybe transitioning from just maybe freestyling Koskela to actually stepping into the booth and just
Funny enough, I started out with house music. Making house beats and everything, like Okhaira.
Oh, you've been a producer before?
My brother, been even before I met Biggie.
Yeah.
Been a producer, he did a house. I remember I had this big computer in Almarakwa Matona.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly slow, 5-10 minutes.
Windows Windows Vista.
190 something, and it's 2000. And, So I started out with that, like making beats from there.
Yeah.
Making beats, cooking. And then I think rap just found me, man.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm so versatile with like everything that I do in terms of like the music space.
Yeah.
I don't just do rap.
True.
It's so
because even I don't know, but even like some of your songs don't really sound like rap. Like it's a mash of like different sounds into like one.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, you know what, man? Let me see what this rap scene is like.
Yeah.
I met Biggie, I heard how he raps and everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I would be mimicking some of these great rappers and everything.
True.
From there, I was like, okay, sharp. If these guys can sound like this, how am I gonna sound with my own lyrics?
Oh,
and everything?
yeah.
Then I started writing, and then I think after Biggie, when I went to Josie, when I met with Leo.
Okay, yeah.
Then Leo showed me, this is how you create like a body of work, bro.
Or like a solid project.
Yeah. That True Story Fantasy.
Yeah.
He's the one who curated like everything.
I remember
I'm not
that, bro. Yeah.
I think
you were open, like it was open for me. It was easy for you to be like, you know what, project like Leo was really hands on.
Yeah. And and I'm not gonna lie about it because of he really was. Yeah, this is how you write. This is how you come on a song like this. Because he was teaching me.
He's technical.
Yeah, he was teaching me, and I was eager to learn because he knew that we were doing like that.
Sure.
I remember this one time we didn't have studio in Josie, so there was this other drug dealer there in Josie. He was like, "Nah, come and record here."
Yeah.
My brother, we went there and we were working while he was packing his things. Hey, my brother, that was. So, but now my mind was not, there's drugs and everything. My mind was just
solely focused on this. Yeah. Damn, that's dope, bro. Damn, that's dope. So, what like, what you're saying is, because Gela, you were known as this house, bro.
House. Why I wasn't house. Deep house, soulful house.
I can relate to that, bro.
Afro. Ilaka.
Tribal house.
Afro
house. Yeah.
So I was known as that guy. What that type of music from there.
Like the latest.
On top of that, my brother Lenny is a house head. He's a DJ. I don't know.
Yeah, I can cover
So so it was easy. It was easy for me. Yeah.
But Ke sure gore hip hop le yone obviously in the mix when we read.
Obvious, man. You are used to listen to a whole lot of rap.
Yeah.
Not J Electronic. Can I get Immortal Technique.
Damn.
Your Doom. MF Doom.
Shit.
Your
nobody lyrical.
Diamond Open and there's a time when you need someone.
Come on,
no.
Yeah.
Bo. Talib Kweli.
Yeah, I'm sure Bomo's there.
Almost there. Yeah, you know it. I used to listen to rap.
Like brews that are really like lyrical, they're musical.
More
samples and stuff.
True.
That's dope. So, who inspired you via? It's a cliche question. Like, who inspired you for like it's this rap thing? It's really like a viable thing. Maybe you music video rap and you're like
nah.
Okay,
I'd say
this.
Casper really inspired me, because I was like, man, could actually do this?
Oh shit, man, plus he took it like far, bro. Like in terms of the height,
just yesterday I showed my girl a video of Casper he's like from Muntiwa. What's stopping me from reaching this, man?
Bro? Because I always have this chat listen Ibile was you can chill with someone today, dog. Kausane Diamond like is a mega star, like so yeah, no more yes, there's people by they are from Mafu and they made it that side, but Casper are really like people boning at some point. I'm sure Kasu kilo maybe two
sure
stuff like that. So yeah, so Casper inspired you. What song did you hear or music video did you see? You were like, or you saw the whole process and you were like,
the whole process. Because I remember 2007 and I'll never forget the day. And I remember I reminded him of the day. I was in the final day, I guess, November.
Sure.
That day, Magic. We went to his house. It was me. Tax.
Okay.
We were going from school. Now we wanted to go play St. Andrews. So we was a console go capo. I remember capo since answer console festival. PlayStation. Since so we were go Casper. I remember Casper Tare aranale tax. Le Mojaka T sorry.
Okay.
What's a magic. So I didn't want 10 rand. That time I had 10 rand. I didn't want to get this or touch so since that's a mat. So now from the first, that was like my first interaction in the money. And
at that time obviously he has I'm sure that time he had like hood fame but he still cares about guys achitse mo khone
ne ke re ke jean daskela wa bona this Casper kana ke bine feng gape I think kana le Katie ne ke ne ke re ke jean daskela
go ba vare
wrong there was a song I dirileng le Katie
a se one banna ba shimaneng
le that song ila gage
Haleda
Pantsola yes. There's a lot of songs that I heard of this guy. It's just that I don't remember the names. But if you were to play them, I would say, this song.
One. That's freaking dope, dog. That's freaking dope. I don't think a lot would have a story like that, Mokas. But anyway, let's get into like your first joint, King Dreams turning to reality. Because I know if I'm correct, I think at that time you were heavily inspired by Tyler the Creator, if I remember.
Yeah, heavy.
That time I remember like the 5 panel caps, like the events and
your
stuff.
Supreme, your
yes, yeah. So, let's speak on like your first joint, the AO.
Dreams were a reality.
Yeah. Because I think most artists in their first joints, because I can also establish like your sound. I was wiki, it's ke mabi like ke ntswimbu ba ke shaka veneko most artists like first joints they are mostly inspired by but ratang at that time. So was the joint like heavily inspired by Tyler the Creator?
Yeah, it
or
was,
were you just trying something out of like the blue, throwing something to the universe?
I'd say both. Reason being, Tyler the Creator inspired me heavily by that song Yonkers.
Yes, yeah.
I'm a motherfucking paradox.
Okay, bon.
So I listened to the beat. I'm like,
plus the
so
video.
you can actually have this grungy type of beat.
Oh yes.
And then come up with some things. So when I went into that Dreams Murder reality song, so I was like, let me try something new. Have a bunch of people come and rap into one, or rather sing.
Oh yeah.
So now that was like,
there's a word for it.
Yeah, the chorus type of the one. So I had a bunch of guys get out of there. Dreams, Murder, Reality, and the mixing came out nice,
clean. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was also a creative thing that was going on. Plus, what you might call this, Tyler also inspired Horemana. Dog, just do whatever comes to your mind.
Yeah, in effect. Plus, yeah, especially I like the sound man at the time. Obviously, compared to now, it transitioned to
True.
But that time, I remember even the video on Yonkers. Now, the first time when I saw it, I was like,
yo, that
like,
video.
What the heck?
Yo, that
Who's this
video,
guy, bro? Like, that man, for me, it was like that man was lead.
Dog, how could you eat the roach in the music video and then vomit and then show it to people? That was mad inspiring, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. So I think there was your first joint, right? How was the reception? How did you feel after like we released? Oh, I'm sure there was no platforms that time. Maybe it was like more or less like Bluetooth.
It was that one data
file host. Yeah.
But besides that, for me, it was never about
reception.
It was always about, let me just get my joint out. Let me just get my joint out. Let me just get my joint. And that thing about me, even till today, I really don't care. Even if I go to like an event where no one knows of me, or maybe even 3 people knows of me.
Yeah.
If I can get 10 other people to say, yo, I like this guy's music. I got new fans.
Yeah, true.
I don't want old fans always at the same.
True.
I don't want that. I want to gain new people, new ears, new people that are gonna be like, hey man, I want to really listen to this guy's music. Stuff like that,
yeah.
So it's never about like the reception. But going back to that, it was never about the reception. There's 15,000 people that listen to my song or download my song. No.
Or whether maybe even if Mutaka that joint is whack.
At least you listened. The next time you listen, you're gonna be like, okay, there's an improvement from there.
No facts.
So now it's always about improvement. Give me time and to improve with you. Okay. That's how growth is.
Exactly.
That's how growth is.
That's what I said. Go podcast TK Square. One thing about artists, even artists, I was like, the best thing that you can do for yourself is grow with your music.
True.
But anyway, then after that, I remember there was a movement, the dog.
Yeah, Uyazi.
Then there was a movement before Uyazi. Uyazi, that's when I think you guys were in Joburg, ne?
Oh no, Uyazi were here.
Was it? I think Uyazi was after that movement. Yeah, that joined Bridget Scott style. Cause at that time, Bridget Scott style, there was like a movement. Ibile Snappy last day. I just hope that joint in it. Snappy said me, can I get that joint to Snap? Cover the ass.
Oh.
Can I was that joint, bro? Can I get? Come a little bit closer. Can I get? Yeah.
Sorry, you feel.
I say who can I get, dog? Yeah, but.
Oh.
Yes. You remember that time, dog?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I remember Snow when he was making that beat, he was sweating. Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
So Kibaka that time,
hey, I remember.
Because I think that time was maybe let's say a couple of years after your first joint.
Yeah.
Maybe you had maybe a couple after that one, but it like Mungonde, I might remember that movement.
Yeah, that movement.
And I think at that time, I'd say you were really maybe comfortable your persona Mabi, like you were really
Yeah.
into it and really looking at growing it.
True.
If you remember, like those times, dog, how was like your mind state in terms of you creating, and how she really saw I okay, there's Snow, there's Mamang, and I really like your circle, grow.
It was all about hunger, man. I was very hungry.
Yeah,
yo.
true. No,
I was like, yo,
definitely. Yeah.
let me work with man. Let me work with
like,
man. Like there was a lot of people like, let me work with,
yeah,
and everything like that. So now everyone, I wanted to work with like everyone and everyone.
Yeah.
That's how I was feeling at that time. That was my mind state. Yo, man, let's make music, man. Let's create. Let's.
more experimental, ne?
Yeah, more experimental.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to now be fixated into like, let's say for instance, for argument's sake, trap. Getting in the more trapping, why? No, I wanted to do so much because Snow was doing a whole lot of dub.
Yeah, that man, and like that man is versatile.
Too much. Yo, that guy is very versatile. So, but like that thing was like dub and fit. Like yo, he made a whole lot of dub songs, and I was like, that's dope. I remember you were working on the tape list, no, that time, ne? Yeah. So I was like, hey, man, let's.
Because I remember even the movement there was crazy, bro. Like it was like there was a whole lot of energy, bro. Like and anyway, Maftown that time, John, there was a lot of happy events.
Yeah.
So it was dope that you make music, no, and I'm studio. The weekend there you are booked. You get to test out this song.
Can I get that thing? His brag can perform.
Yeah, there was his brag. There was
it was dope, man, because of like I remember there was this one time I think they booked like all of us as artists, but more like upcoming artists.
Yes.
Yo, bro, we made that whole atmosphere in there. Brag. That time I perform downstairs instead of
yes, yes.
You know, too much.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember it was a Thursday if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and it did Thursday that day.
Yeah, I didn't know what too much. I was like, okay,
yeah,
we actually are going somewhere, man, all of us.
And obviously, reception, at this time, in terms of reception, are you really focused on how performer you're like? I really hope there's like a create like a whole lot of hype and
true,
stuff.
Man, true. Because now what?
So create like intention or you're just making music via.
Enough of now was just about the music. Like listen to what I just created now, or last week, or the week before. Like just listen, my brother. Let's.
So the mindset is still the same.
It's still the same, my brother. Still the same. I just want to grow. I just want to move. I just want to make things. Yeah. So now the other thing was that every time I'd want a beat, I can't get it. So I was like, okay, I can make beats. Let me just make beats.
Or work at the producer side, like
because I repetition is the father of learning. Every time you repeat, trying to make a specific sound, you're perfecting yourself. So that was my thing.
Okay.
Every time, let me just.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a brilliant song, but let me just.
So I believe how we look at like beat making, like your side of beat making. How was it that time? Were you really tapped into it, or that time now you were really focused on you and the mic, the recorder? Since when is no thing, and I think Gacy at the time was really like so was the beat making side on ice or in studio? No producer, like a co-producer or.
I had to. Thing is, I didn't want to just. Okay, I gave creative control to whoever is on the
boards.
Let him do whatever he wants to do. Yeah. Do it. I did it. Granted. Sharp. Yeah. But now on the other hand, I wanted to also do my own thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want this one to suffer, that one to suffer. I just moved gradually low and that's all.
Yeah.
So for me, it made sense to do that because of, for instance, if I focus too much on the beat making, I'd lose touch of the touch. If I focus too much on so I had to just find a way, man. Find a way of like moving them together.
Okay.
How I did that, I had something at home. When I get home,
when you get home, you work on the beats and stuff. Yeah.
My own little homework. Yeah.
Now that's dope because I remember there's a point in your life where I think frogs. I think that time of your
life.
I was
playing soccer.
Yeah, because sometimes I go up and and then you just tell me I know I get a ball because of maybe like fitness. It's not really you wanna see yourself with like a PSL, but another thing that's dope actually is that ubwako mabana for
piano,
yeah, just to upskill like your producer skills. How did it work for you? Like, no, yeah, na more than and looking in hindsight, are you looking at it as damn? I should have not wasted or like damn.
It played a huge role, and primarily not even about me learning the music aspects of everything, like your notes of like playing your G flat or whatever. Also like interaction with other major keyboard players and everything like that.
Yes.
Like I remember I met Wheezy for the first time, the one who passed away.
Wheezy, who's Wheezy?
Yeah, he was a bass guitarist. That guy was So yeah, met Wheezy, met Bucks, Maseo, a whole lot of people that were very, very. There's this other guy, the bass guitarist. His name is Lucas. Okay. He likes to call himself as a cat because he says he's a jazz player like that.
Yeah, okay.
Language
like jazz.
Sure. So I met that guy. I was so intrigued by this bass guitar. I was like, I want to learn this thing, man. So he's like, nah, get a bass guitar, and then you must just
jam all one.
Like, because it was easy. I mean, like playing from piano to getting to the bass, it's one and the same because you're placing chords and everything. Okay. Then you're just playing there. It's just that you have to learn different scales and whatnot just on the bass. So yeah.
Okay, so basically you're gonna the bass,
No, no. I'm not gonna lie to you, no.
You're not gonna say yeah, basically
but that time I was still learning. This is I get like acknowledgement of like what I do on the left hand side is what I do on the piano. What I do on the right hand side is what I do also on the piano. So I could tell what is what.
Okay. Dope. So what are you in terms of skills or some music? You go to say like
sure, a lot, man. A lot. I learned a lot and I implemented a lot into my music based on what I've learned there. And I learned a lot of cheat codes of like, you can cheat it like this, do this, do this.
Shit,
That's
fire, bro. That's fire. Then I want us to get into True Story Fantasy, dog, because I think that project for Nane, okay, let me just say this like a disclaimer type thing, ne? Mabi was the first artist to have like a full length project. It's really before or after Black Roses?
After.
But Black Roses, I think it was Bukai Tracks 8.
I don't remember.
But less than 10.
I don't
less
remember.
Than 10. Then True Story Fantasy I think like
10, 11.
Was it 10?
10, 11, something like that. If not 15. I don't know, but
maybe let's say 14.
Yeah.
Because I remember for me it was like, Black Roses, maybe let's say 8 or 7. But the quality there was compressed into those 8 tracks.
Sure.
Then yours was full length in a sense of you get like different kind of joints, like
varieties,
varieties of joints,
genres and everything. Yeah.
So for me, like top of my mind, I'm like, Mabi was more or less the first artist to have like a full length. Sort of, it's a mixtape, ne?
Yeah, it's a mixtape.
It's a mixtape, yeah. So take us through like that process. At the end, like you said, you hinted for like Leo was really hands-on. And Whisper Neko Josie, like all of it. How was it? Like the project that you saw below it. There's like the struggles and fit to
True.
Sometimes we crowd work almost 20 kilos, but you know what I mean. Like this How was it like the process? True Story Fantasy, because like it's a dope tape, dog.
The whole tape, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was very It was a learning type of journey for me. Because of like I'd move with Leo a lot. Hey, dog, let's go make music. I had a studio in my apartment. He had a studio by his. The drug dealer guy had a studio there by his. So it was a thing of like, if we're not making music here, we're making music there. If we're not making music there, we're making music there. And based on the struggles and challenges was, how do I get home from seeing?
And I understand how record like in those different spaces. These are like different environments, different inspirations. So
and it took time. I remember the one challenge I had was deadline. when are we gonna finish this? When are we gonna release this?
Okay.
So now this guy Abata Wims was like, yo, this is the date.
Yeah.
Whether you're finished with what, we're gonna release whatever you have.
Yeah.
I remember majority of the songs we finished them that day.
Majority.
Kind
of majority, maybe talking like maybe over 50%.
Let's say 30%. I think there were 4 or 5 tracks that we had. Yeah, let's say 4 or 5 tracks that we had to record that day. Because I remember I went to school, I was so eager to like finish at Scala.
So that you can step in the booth, like
come and step in the booth. I would record thinking it's my best verse. Leo's like, nah, my nigga, it's not up to par.
Yeah. So he really pushed you then, like.
That's not up to par, my brother. So,
damn.
Nah. So on top of that, I remember the previous day before the final day, we recorded the True Story Fantasy, the song that made
the actual song, the title track.
Yeah, the title track. We made that. We recorded that whole track in one day.
Flip.
Yo, I remember I structured the beat, made the beat from scratch, did everything, like aligned the beat and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you taking so long to make a beat? Get it, my brother. This one I wanted to be like very great.
Yeah, plus it's a title track, though. Yeah.
Did it. I recorded my story. And a lot of people don't understand. Getting. They think that whatever I'm saying on the whole tape is not true. Hence, I named it True Story
Fantasy.
Yeah, but it's a true story. Everything that I recorded there is a true story.
Yeah. Flip.
Everything.
So you put your life into that.
Yeah,
project.
man. Put my life into that.
Yeah. And that's your first ever project.
That's my first ever project. So I had to record everything. The first song, again, CT on the chorus is Big Les for real. He's the one who made the beat, and he made the chorus.
Yeah.
He gave me that. I remember he gave me 3 or 4 beats, I think.
Yeah.
I did lady chorus on all of them. I gotta put my CD on forever, and I did, and I recorded everything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Have you ever thought about re-releasing it like Nuyanamo DSPs?
Yeah, I actually have. I actually should.
How's the quality though, Nuyanawere, in terms of like the mixing and stuff? Because na kwengwa kire majita na ba batla go release that and tsena maraba rates and it's like flip. But you can just drop it because for your like for my defense at that time.
Yeah, I'll do it irrespective of that one's quality is bad, that one's quality is good. I'll just do it.
Or like maybe do like a TSF, maybe in the bonus track.
Maybe because what I had in mind was record another True Story Fantasy 2.
Oh, okay. Sequel,
yeah, sequel, yeah. So I'm busy.
Or like a track or TSF 2,
like a whole project.
Damn.
Whole project.
That would be dope, actually.
I'm busy with it, actually. If you must know, I'm busy just structuring. Okay, this song's gonna be there. This song, this. I have a lot of songs with a lot of people.
Okay, but we'll get into that sharp.
Yeah.
I want us to get into, since you mentioned Wims, I want us to talk about like relationship with Wims, like cause nilespana music did it start off as the music or were you maybe you went to the same primary or whatever, or next door neighbor then you got into the music and stuff?
We were bros, like we were brothers, like that. We hung out a lot. We
before the music.
We structured this goal of like, yo, let's take this thing to the top.
Yeah.
We worked on this like every step of the way, the challenges, everything, man. It me and this guy, we structured MABIZOL.
Oh yeah, that
like me and him, what I
the
like
persona, the brand,
everything. We like the blueprints of MABIZOL.
Okay.
So we structured this. We moved with this so much. We took risks.
Yeah.
By going there, like a whole lot of things. Me and this guy, we did that together.
Yeah.
It was just an unfortunate thing where,
but
money played a huge role in the separation.
Yeah.
Man. A lot.
There's a lot that
happened.
Because we know like, okay, I know like in terms of music, there's a lot that can cause maybe a drift between like two people. There's a lot actually. No, but sometimes there's builds up like from way back. Like you'd have maybe two people baspana, then this person harate the way maybe this person a dealing ka situation ka teng.
Okay,
Mara
yeah.
o phela o didimala.
Yeah.
Then ko pele this thing is spanning and successful, then money comes in, then in this money situation it causes a drift between you guys. But gahle it was just the build up of a lot of things. It's just that nakweza gaitsena.
Yeah, man. Thing is, the thing that I didn't like most,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be maybe in denial of this, but
Okay.
I just didn't like this thing of like him being so secret about the income that's coming in.
Oh, okay.
How he's getting like a whole lot of this thing.
Okay.
It was just
it was a lot of
it was messed up, man. Like if no Yana, we're starting this thing now of like the money coming in and you're doing your own thing, and I'm paying for a whole bunch of things, gunman. And you are just withholding this.
Yeah.
Jiggy, you're on my spreadsheets. Tadi bina.
Yeah.
You have the bigger percentage of the song.
Oh, okay.
Like, dog, but like, why are you doing this to me, man? We're brothers, man. We need to be talking about structuring it out.
Yeah.
Yo, you get this. Yo, you get that.
Like information and like just being open.
Yeah, let's be transparent. I mean, like, we've been transparent. We've been fighting since the jump.
Okay.
We can't now be... No, man. Now, when we go forward in Fetu,
when there's a like, what would happen if like a bigger check like you
understand? Now
you start asking yourself those questions. Yeah. Not saying if a bigger check lender you're gonna do this thing, but you start asking yourself, if ever this happens, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, how was like your relationship with the Animo Studio in terms of music?
Yo, man, it was...
I know how you guys like made like magic. Like,
yo, we made it magic. Yo, man, I believe even still today, if we were to like get into studio, would make magic.
Yeah.
That lady is very intelligent, and I'm
Okay.
not gonna hide that.
Yeah.
Very intelligent in terms of this musical space and everything.
Yeah.
Like Lene, he played a huge role in teaching me a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. So
Yeah.
yo, man, it was dope, man.
Yeah.
He would, let's say for instance, we're chilling in studio, all of us. There's a lot of noise and people are just chatting. You'd come to me to focus.
Oh, it's about by like
focus.
yeah.
Focus. So now I'd say he brought me back to what I'm actually here to do.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Focus too.
Yeah.
Make a beat, maybe compile it, make it dope, record.
Yeah.
Like he'd bring
Like
me back.
shit like maybe why don't we take this second verse and make it the first verse?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
like I'd say he was like that type of thing. Like I said, he brought me back to life. Hey, mana, don't derail yourself with focus.
Yeah.
Go, move.
Yeah.
Let's. So
Yeah.
now, when I found out about all of these things that are happening,
Yeah.
now it
broke your heart, I'm
broke
sure.
too
for
much,
like
man.
ish,
For
yeah.
like, Mfetu, now what am I doing this now for you?
Yeah.
Granted,
Oh,
I know
damn.
your struggles, you know my struggles.
Yeah.
But now, why are we
Not helping each other
Yeah.
with this thing, yeah. Flip, man. But anyway, yeah, hey, in fact, kids are life. These are lessons, like
true?
These are
true.
but okay. Yeah, these are lessons in terms of like career path. Yeah, okay. How feel that you've went through this. Then obviously, with whatever that he's doing. When I story he said his story.
Yeah.
Then probably it's why it was or maybe if ever like a site story no mare. I wasn't wrong, whatever. If what me telling that's what he did in
Yeah.
it was probably a lesson for
And
him.
and I'm not gonna play a saint in this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I might have done to him, but
Yeah.
never voiced them out. Or when he did voice it
Okay.
out, I'll
Okay.
say to him, "Ish, I am fit. I'm sorry." Or
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm a human being, fit. I can't just be perfect in everything.
Nah, facts.
So
Facts.
like even still today, I remember that Sunday when I saw him go the Unit 80.
Oh
event.
yeah, ko shandisela bomkhulu.
Yeah, I went to him and I greeted him.
Yeah.
He made a grin to me. I was like, "It's cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm just letting bygones be bygones."
Yeah.
Mandla,
We really effort in
Yeah.
Japan. So yeah. Then otherwise, how was like your transition after your drift between Lane? In terms of were you really like relationship ya go Lene? Were you really dependent on him go studio that after the drift you were like flip? or you're missing something like a studio?
Yeah, at first
And how did you handle that? If ever that's true, how did you handle it?
At first it came about like that.
Yeah.
And then man, I don't know. There's something about prayer, bruh. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
There's something about prayer where it just makes you actually understand you are actually something with God, man.
Okay, yeah.
Move alone, man.
Yeah.
Move alone, man. Just see how far you can take yourself. So I did that. I released that project Ilya Story Made Fantasy on my own.
Okay.
Compiled those songs on my own.
Yeah.
Only track,
you looked at that situation as maybe Modima Ramfetu. Walk this path, yeah, no one. It's time for we like one man.
Yeah, you'll find something in front. So I walked that path alone. The only track Snow White produced there, or rather co-produced, was Bojay. Yeah, he co-produced that song with me.
Okay.
Every other joint I produced myself. I recorded everyone. Yeah. I mixed everything.
With intention.
I mixed everything, and I did that because of the teachings that I got along the way.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like those teachings prepared me for you have to walk this journey on your own. That one time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
nah, dog. That's dope, fit. That's dope. Like it's stories like for. It's stories saying like all of us go through, dog. We go through like. Match it with other people, but otherwise, then story king, story made fantasy, so that's a project that came after the drift between it was dope. Like story made fantasy, I don't really remember a lot of joints. I remember because it was a song that you performed all the time.
Yeah.
You push we push it. It was a lead single from the project. Then I want to ask you this question, Ninja. That I always ask like the artist visually in terms of capacity the visuals.
Yeah.
How are you with that? Because now house panel prime logo. House panel prime logo, that's why I see like a consistent output at the visual.
Yeah.
But which you like and visual.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
So how are you with like visuals in terms of capacity?
I'm still struggling because of I had to learn how to mix or not mix put a couple of videos together.
Okay,
do that. There's a video that I did with my daughter. I don't know if you saw it online.
I saw it,
Yeah, I did that.
More trampoline.
Yeah, I did that thing.
Okay.
And she was also encouraging me, Daddy, let's.
Damn.
Yeah. So after like I think a couple of times where I saw the visuals, but this is actually dope.
It's a little linear.
Yeah, let me just put it together.
Sure.
From there, I saw that I have an eye for this thing.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where I shot a video, catcher. It's just that I brought my laptop. I'll show you after this.
Okay. Yeah.
We recorded that thing, and then I'm the one who put that video together and made it right.
Yeah.
So
you're still learning?
Yeah, I'm still learning.
Okay.
However, I do have a lot of visuals, like music videos actually. But I don't want to baba waiting. I just need to just release it.
There's a story of like a lot of Maftan artists. The visual let's on about dropping. So that's why you brought the question. I realized when like in terms of especially like let me speak on joints like the lead singing like those bangers, dog. They don't have like the visual.
They don't. But I'll drop them. It's just that like I really just needed to be in the right space of mind. So that I don't let disappointment the disappointment that I found in life. Also when they find the disappointment of like the music and everything.
Sure.
They don't actually like affect me like to a T. You know, even if I get a disappointment, I'm like, okay, sharp, I can build from that. You know, just move on. Yeah.
Nah, dope. Even I just thought of something new, in terms of like the music that you make. I was listening to interviewing Cleo Soul.
Cleo Soul, yeah.
She was like, she makes like dope music, easy going, but she sometimes has like a lot of maybe sad songs. And I read some like sometimes you're more affected in a sense of having to perform like a lot of sad songs all the time. Like one and especially you can't just make a sad song. It's in a story. So having to perform like all these sad songs all the time. If it's a dream, so when in terms of like making music, direction does it reflect like maybe your energy at the time or your energy MABIZOL of LNG? Because sometimes if ever you are known turn up songs, sometimes you just want to make a sad song and I now release like a sad song, it's like
I feel like I do have a lot of sad songs, man. A lot, actually.
Because anyway, you can make music.
Yeah.
You're musical more than anything. Yeah.
However, I choose not to dwell into like a certain emotion when I'm making music.
Okay.
For instance, let's say a song, an emotion that's needed on the song is like a sad emotion.
Yeah.
I'd find a way just to like turn it up, maybe like make it a vibrant type of vibe. You understand? Because of like age, man. A lot of people wanna just have fun now, drink alcohol, smoke weed, have fun. You know what I mean? So they don't wanna have that type of, you know.
They don't wanna tap into that emotion.
Every time.
Exactly.
What am I? You're gonna play MABIZOL? You don't want that.
Exactly.
You don't want that.
That's my chat.
But however, I believe in making classical music. Like, you don't have to like my song today. By the time you listen to my song and gradually listen to my song, I guarantee you, my brother, it's gonna be on repeat too much. Because I'm scared of my music being loved, and oh my god, I don't want that, man. Take some time in understanding the song from the beat.
You like a gradual peak?
I like a gradual peak because now that lasts longer. Typical example, Kibi. When I released it, a lot of people were like, like what the heck?
Yeah.
Till today, it's still one of the biggest songs.
In fact, Kiboni like Nakwe performer like that last Sunday, I'm cool. I was like, damn. They now when I shelf life at in
So you don't want that, man. You don't want that. For instance, Le Pinaras Nepia Astrat, I guarantee you, my brother. I guarantee you that the way it's coming about. Watch.
True. So let's get into like obviously you mentioned that you're a dad or obviously you're an artist, and obviously I'm sure you're an uncle. So how do you dabble like those different roles? So it seems like there's a lot of things that you deal with in life. And so how do you get time to balance that? Have time for your girl, kuntlung,
I feel like
studio.
I feel like it comes naturally, man. Like you don't have to. If you're in the right space of mind, it has to come naturally because of like, if you want to now schedule everything for yourself, man. For like, I'm speaking for me. If I wanted to schedule everything for me, I feel like I would mess it up because of I'd lose track of like, okay, maybe for 2 hours I have to do this. Now I'll be like, I didn't do this, or let it just come naturally. I have to do this now. I have to, and for the studio wise, it's just that how do I get sound card for now? But I'll bounce back.
Yeah.
And the other thing in regards to studio, I'm also gonna record my girl because she's a gospel singer. Beautiful gospel singer. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just that you're here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So, after I get the sound card, I guarantee you we're gonna be working on just gospel.
Okay. So Lena, what feature on Lena?
I can't be singing gospel. I can't sing gospel. Mare, I can produce. Let me produce for her and mix and master. Let her have her shine. Yeah.
But that's dope, dog. That's dope. So what you're saying is it's in you like to, or you're a caring brewer.
No, I'm a producer.
I'm not speaking on her music, like in terms of balancing like your life.
I'm caring, man.
You are a mindful guy.
I'm not gonna schedule my life, because if you derail from that schedule, your life is just gonna go haywire. Live life, man. Live life. you're living your one life according to you.
True, bro.
And yet, so now tomorrow you're gonna be like, shit, I didn't do that one interview with this guy. Oh my god, no, my brother. There's a schedule. We can reschedule, my brother. It's life. Life happens. Things happen in life.
True.
So yeah,
I get know VM we living with these things about the PTSD and stuff. Like
those are white people's illnesses, man. You're not white, bro. You're not
bro.
white.
It's a mental thing, bro. It's a real thing that happens and shit. Like when you go through a lot of things, especially obviously like we grew up with not like to believe that most of us like we grow with a lot of trauma.
Okay.
So when some things, maybe when a bad thing happens, dog, it might bring back like it might set you back maybe like mentally.
But I believe black people are the most strongest beings on earth, man.
No, definitely.
Really, the reason why is because of even if we dealt with a lot of trauma, we don't let that shit like suffice us or anything like that. Yeah. Well, so hence I'm saying to you, Fetu, dog, it's either you're gonna dwell in that or move on.
Yeah.
So it's up to you, my brother. Hence I'm saying this thing is just for white people. Why I say this? Because of jiggy, no yana, everyone has depression. From what? If you never knew the word depression, what would you know what you're suffering from?
Nah, I was just gonna say I'm not feeling well.
Jiggy, you bounce back and you're in the street and everything. For instance, the other time I heard this other words. There's a kind of an avoidant and a reciprocator.
Okay.
And I'm like, what in the world is this? Jiggy, now they're turning it into a relationship. There's this. Hey, you're like,
I understand you. Like,
like those terms are really messing with your head. Dog, man.
And I know sometimes these terms are a real thing, bro. It's just that how people use them, they lose like the essence of thing. Some people use that as an escape or like that avoidance thing. What age? I'm so depressed. Age, bro. Anxiety.
What anxiety? That's what I'm saying to you. Anxiety is the being anxious of like the future, right?
The future.
Depression is being depressed by what happened, right?
Yeah.
So now, why don't you live in the current? I mean, like, live today. The sun is gonna set. Tomorrow is never given, bruh. Simple.
People
as
always
that.
have excuses. They'll tell you, like, if I live in the current, what if my current is just messed up?
Then live through that current. Thing is, you must understand. Life is
through it.
Yeah, life is like a yin yang. To get to the good, you need to go through the bad.
Yeah.
To get to the bad, you have to go through the good.
Not true.
So live through it.
It can't be good all the time.
My brother.
That's it, like what you're trying to say.
You can't have hot water every time. I'm like as with Timmy, like you have cold water. So live through it, bruh.
Nah, facts.
Man, yo. White people things.
But otherwise, let's get into. I think most of the time, I keep now. You'd always tell me, like, you have something coming. But anyway, before we get into that, before I forget, dog, let's speak on like your collab, Le Prime Loco, dog, because I think you guys you have like a dope synergy between you guys.
Yeah, we do.
And your sound is you guys' sound is very, very vibrant.
Thanks,
Even though like you have joined the cheating, the piano, you always make sure that you cater different kind of joints in like your project. How did you meet with the guy? What did you like about the guy? And vice versa. Maybe maybe it's something in a while.
You know how funny this is? How we met was actually weird. I saw him on a live on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, this guy is actually dope.
Yeah.
At the time, to other people, he was making shitty music. To other people.
Yes.
So I met him and I'm like, hey man, damn man. So I was like, hey man, let's make a joint. He sent me a joint. I recorded. I sent it back to him.
Yeah.
The mixing was not up to par at the time. Okay. But I did tell him, hey man, the mixing is not up to par because of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then
it's not up to par, but
no. So from there I went to his res.
Okay.
Got there. Dog, this guy is super hungry. Like, yo.
I can tell with you,
lie, yo, I'm not gonna lie. So now that fueled a lot of things inside of me. Hey man, let's. even TIMMY, that during those load shedding times, I was like, let's the laptop would switch off. When the electricity comes back, we're on it again. We're going.
Shit.
And I'm talking
like
about
blow
all
my 2
night.
hours
Yeah,
or
my
like
brother,
4 hours.
All night.
Yeah.
That all night. We used to do it.
Damn.
I'd stay by this guy for like almost a week, my brother.
Yeah.
Imagine the whole 6
Khole
months.
banyene nkgopotsa almost like AKA le Costa Teach.
Yo, my brother. Imagine
like you are that vibe.
my brother.
Nkgopotsa like that kind of a vibe, bro.
Now imagine for 6 months we were at this thing, grinding each and every day, making this thing happen.
Yeah.
And the nicest thing is that the content we produced was just with the phone.
With the Bellas.
Just with the phone.
You mean like those videos and
Videos, edit phone.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's do it like this. Okay, do whatever you have to do. If I like it or if I don't like it, just post it.
Yeah.
Until I
just have something out there.
Yeah. So now that's the other thing that I learned from him, Feto.
Stay hungry, dog.
Yeah. And whatever bad or whatever is good, just put it out. Let the masses decide. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
Yeah,
if they like it, they like it.
It's not gonna change like weather. Because change that because change weather. Motora like it track out then all of a sudden the pula yana.
Nah, brother, nux.
Yeah.
Nux. Just hit it, man. Do it.
But your collab there, man, in I think he's a producer as well, ne?
Yeah, he's a producer as
yeah,
well. Yeah,
dope, dog. So I understand how like that in your way shape a music one, like having 2 producers,
2 dynamics.
Yeah, yeah. So that dynamic, I think it's hella dope, bro.
Yes.
Do you guys have something like in the vaults? Soon?
You a lot, my brother, a lot.
Because when I didn't see Dino Better Belly too,
ne? Yeah. Dino Better Belly too. Yo, that was, and funny enough, everything we recorded there was just freestyling, my brother. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yo, the first Dino Better Belly, we took time into making everything sharp, but now the second one, freestyle.
Yeah.
I never even touched the pen, never touched the phone. Everything was just recorded. Hey, mana, Tamegara, okay, this is dope. Let me record this. And I'm not saying freestyling from start to finish. I'm recording bikinyana.
Yeah.
You saw how I did it most just that time.
Yeah. Nah, clean. So that's your like your style of recording.
No yana,
how
yes.
freestyle.
No yana, yeah. There is that's how it is because of I saw it works better because of what I think of now makes so much sense than what I write.
Yeah. You're writing from inspiration at the time.
Yeah.
And now maybe freestyling from inspiration. Yeah.
Because a lot of times when I heard a lot of people like being on the mic, I'd say it sounds like they're reading more than they becoming an artist.
Yeah.
So now what I do now, I'm becoming an artist. I'm trying to make that word
it
or
sounds
words.
really organic.
Yeah.
Nah, flip, dope, dog. No, but I just remember that EP.
Okay.
I think we released it before or in between Dino Betabele, like your projects like that, man. In a label over. Yeah, the hard thing.
Paper Cut Hearts.
Paper Cut Hearts, bro. Yeah, I think it's an EP. Ne?
It's an EP.
Yeah, there's a joint I think in a video from that.
Yeah.
So let's speak on that EP quickly, then get into what's coming next. What was the inspiration behind that? Because I'm sure it would be more or less like a barking like a Kanye West, that album. In a love lockdown, heartbreaks and 808s.
No. Honestly, that was just like it was an experimental
sound,
experimental in jail. Cause Bolova, got you, that kind of game. What you call it? Genre. No, besides that genre, baby girl, I got you. It has that Jamaican feel, should I say?
Okay.
And then Bolova is a Kwaito type of song.
True. Yeah, BPM again, 65 BPM or again, 85.
But it has log drums more on it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it was just an experimental type of thing. I was like, okay, I
it's
can actually
deep,
do.
dog.
Nah, it's nothing deep.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, okay, sharp. No, and I'm not gonna focus my mind on the album that I've been writing since 5-6 years ago, my brother.
Yeah.
But it's not even. I think it's about 8 years ago, man.
Yeah, because I think it's been a while, bro.
I've been writing on that
I think
album.
it's been a while, bro.
I played it to her. I think I'm left with like about 2 songs now,
yeah.
that I just have to now finish.
Can I wait no yana dog ne? Skata so stealing was panel that album, bro. How was it got 2 tracks now? And I'm thinking probably on a my 60 tracks. You must be
No.
sitting on 60 tracks.
No. It's a 10-track album.
Okay. So Raro compressed like a whole lot of quality into like
everything, because now it speaks of everything. Okay, the name of the album is called Tears in Words.
damn. Okay,
How
that's deep, bro.
how I met this one person, fell in love, fell out of love, transitioned from that heartbreak into what
But I
I
think-
am today. And
I think
everything.
we'll have an episode for that one
It's not a
after we
problem.
release.
It's not a
then
problem,
we'll
my
speak
brother.
on it. But in terms of the process, no yana. Well, since I got 2 tracks, but
Yeah.
it's been how much? 8 years.
Yeah, what my 8? Because now, man, thing is, I've been writing, recording, doesn't sound right or it doesn't feel right for the track.
Why scrap?
Hey, I scrap it out. Start again.
All produced by you or
All produced by me.
working with other
All
producers.
everything from beat to writing.
there's features or we let us say Forest Hills.
No.
CCJ Cool.
There's a guy from Canada
Okay.
who's on it, and then there's
Okay, like Irela Internationals.
the internationals.
Yeah.
Yeah, international.
But whoever I can't wait to hear it. Probably this year. Or Utabona like
Probably. Let's say probably December, before December. Yeah,
before December.
leading up to December.
That
Yeah,
would be
maybe.
dope, bro. That would be dope. But otherwise, Mabi Dog,
Alright.
shout outs. It's been a dope like conversation on song.
Thank you very much, man.
I think
Thank you.
like your life is very interesting.
Too much, man.
Like your career interesting. Because now I'm speaking as somebody who
You've seen it.
I've seen it, and every time we meet, we can have a conversation. Okay, Dinsang, where you at? Yeah, Wakai and everything. So I feel like your life is very interesting. And one fun fact, dog, I realized how Joe, but like in terms of your music, bro.
Yeah.
But your music, they really love your music.
yeah.
It's not really a thing because he's popping.
Yeah.
Or maybe what the club. You know how people would love
A specific thing about
yeah. But music who did I tell her episode then she was like, oh, Pop Shades.
Oh, Pop Shades. Pop Shades. Yeah.
Episode maybe Kausane. Because Sunday or Monday he was like, yeah, Mabi, okay, nah, I'm fit, yeah, dope. That man, I've been following him since.
Yo,
ways,
right, you must know. Gotta me and Pop Shades. How did we meet about Buffeto? I think
Yeah.
we met after. It was an after party or something. Yo, I like your music. So sharp, I gave him my numbers. Then we started chatting, started sending her music. Yo, what do you think of this?
Oh,
You
okay,
know,
okay.
That's
okay,
now
okay,
how
okay,
she
okay.
became like a real fan. Like, yo,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, after she said that, I was like, flip. Then obviously there's other people like Bonot Mamacita.
Yeah, yo,
Like a couple of
Mamacita, ne. We were supposed to do like a podcast, me and her actually.
Yeah.
So it didn't come to.
Yeah,
same,
but I'm sure it's a dog.
Yeah.
It's a but otherwise, Nja, stay grinding, bro.
My brother, stay
Wishing
grinding
you all
too.
the best, Nja. I'm fit to
Thank you,
like,
man.
yeah.
I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we really now Kubaneta, I really wanna hear like a project ole one, okay. Maybe
Yeah, this one is the one. That album
creativity
thing,
wise,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
how far because in terms of the collab projects, speaking on your prime logo. It's a more dynamic thing project collab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Individuality.
Maluka,
Yeah, individuality. Yeah, I understand. I understand
So
what
in
you're
terms
saying.
of the
yeah.
coming one, I'm excited, bro.
I might drop something before that actually, like songs in Jela.
Oh, okay, yeah. Building up to the
Building up to
the
that
thing,
yeah.
okay. Nah, fire, bro. That was Mabi. Dope story, a true fantasy, true story made fantasy. Like you heard the man, Joe, like his process in terms of making music from the start to where he's at now, and obviously the proof is not done, man. Yeah, there's
Never.
more to come, obviously.
Never shall I be done, man.
Yeah. So any last words before Rekwal?
I like to thank my mother and my father.
And your brother.
Not forgetting my parents.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. But anyway, my last words is stay true to yourself. Be an inspiration to you. Because I remember there was this other guy that I met this one time. He's like, hey, man, who's the biggest artist that you've ever had in studio? And I was like, MABIZOL.
No.
He's like, hey, man, but
And some people will mistake that who you feel, but feel how you feel.
I regard myself as actually great.
Yeah, true.
And for the longest, man, before I became right mentally, man, I was battling with myself a lot.
Okay.
And then I met my girl. My girl was like, "Hey, bruh, you better be right with yourself."
Yeah, facts, bro.
So she's my biggest inspiration also in my life. Also, so that's why I love her so much, man. No, but I do.
But that's dope.
Man. I love her.
Dope,
like I love her from the bottom of my heart, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
She means the world to me.
Yeah.
And I try to show her that every day of my life.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Made inspiring.
Yeah.
Guys, the partner to right make sure that you get right with your people. Because understand getting right with yourself, it's only gonna reflect more about
True.
So I'll say right with yourself. The people around you.
Yeah, and it's just like that.
Yeah.
Even my daughter is my biggest inspiration also.
Damn, dope.
I saw her at my event that we had in January, remember? My brother, she was on the piano playing it.
What?
I kid you not. I have a picture. I'll show you just now. Even I have a video, actually, I'll show you.
Yeah.
She was just playing.
Nah, crazy.
So I also want to now build her in that musical aspect, like him. There's music. My grandfather was also a sex player.
Yeah.
So
he's pressing those buttons.
So we're destined for greatness, man.
Yeah.
My dad and Tamigala Morocco solos at one point.
Flip.
So it's in the blood, man.
Yeah.
But other than that, my last words to everyone is that, man, stay blessed, stay true to yourself, build yourself. Don't ever give up on you. You don't need anyone to build you, but sometimes you need guidance from some people around you that love you.
Crazy. Dope.
Yeah. And I'm humbly blessed, man, to have like people that really love me and really advise me well and really curated my life right now to being where it is.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see myself in the next 5-10 years on how far I'm actually gonna go. And I can't wait to see other artists. Like Jealous Down, man. A lot of people in Mafiking are very talented, very skilled, really, very, very, very amazing.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see them blossom and bloom.
Yeah.
I, for one, would love for us to come together and just help each other reach wherever we need to reach. That's my prayer every day, and I believe God is faithful, and He will see that.
Yeah.
And Timmy, my brother, and I'm not gonna lie, man, I've been following you for
shout out
ever since Otamiga Bolo.
That
time they called you Isasa and everything.
That time they called you Isasa. That time yeah, but true, dog.
But yeah,
true,
man, you've been a blessing.
Yeah,
you've been a blessing in disguise for the music scene. I'm not gonna lie to you. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah,
and I can't wait to see you doing far much greater than this.
Shout outs, dog.
Yeah.
Now you wanna make a thug cry now. But otherwise, there was that. That's Mabi, guys. Like, subscribe, and share, man. There was Mabi. And we out. Booting our knees.